Stampers, Jackie Bolhuis from Clumpin' Stampers, and my video today is to show you how to make the simple window card. The card is simple, but I think it just adds a fun touch to it. As you can see, when we open it up, this is kind of loose in there. Our baker's twine is holding it in there. So we could call this a fun fold, or we could really kind of call it a technique card, because I want to show you how to do the window. And then we'll stamp this up really quick for you. So we are going to start with our card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5. Now don't worry about these measurements. I am going to have them all listed in the blog post that goes with this video. There will be a link in the description so that you can click on it and go right to the blog post, and you get all the measurements along with step-by-step instructions and all the products I use. So back to our card here. We have our card base, and I have folded it in half already so that I have my crease here so I can see where to put my window. And we're going to just lay it on our magnetic platform for the big shot. And I am using the Layering Squares framelits, and I have them stuck on magnetic sheets here, and I've already pulled off the two that I want. So to begin, to put our window in our front of our card, we're going to take our square, and I am just going to eyeball it. Okay, remember, I have to make everything simple. So we're going to eyeball it kind of, you know, left to right here in the top, about the same. Put our second cutting plate on here, and then we're going to run it through the big shot. So now you can see, let me take this apart here, and we have cut our window out. Now next, we want to make the little black frame that's going around there. To do our frame, we're going to just take a scrap of black cardstock, and we're going to use the exact same size square that I cut our window out. Don't go right to the edges because we need a little bit of room here for our scallop. So we're going to go ahead and just run this through the big shot to cut out that square. Now, the square you can actually save and use for another project because we want the opening part of it. And we're going to then take the scallop square, the one that's bigger, okay? And we're going to, and this is where I like that magnetic plate because it sticks on there for me. Again, we're going to eyeball this. And I'm just trying to get an even border all the way around inside there, what you can see. We'll put our other plate on here, run this one through the big shot. Okay, when we open this one up, peel that off, take the scallop off there, and now you'll see we have, oh, we didn't cut real good there. There we go. We have our little scallop piece that will fit really nice right over the front opening of the card. Now, I always get asked what kind of adhesives I like. To be honest, my Tombow Multi-Liquid Glue is probably my favorite go-to adhesive for almost everything. However, some people struggle with using this because they put too much on there. It really takes very, very, very little. Hopefully you can see. I mean, I basically, you can see I'm just putting teeny tiny dots. You even have too much up there. But can you see how I'm just running around little tiny dots? Now, one of the reasons I like this adhesive is because it's very forgiving. When I lay this down and go to cover that opening, I can slide it around and make sure I have it covering up, whoops, covering up that opening, and get it where I want it and press it down, and it really does dry very fast. So, you know, any other adhesive, sometimes once it's down, it's so stuck, you can't move it around. So I like to be able to move it around. So there is the front of the card. Now to put the inside in, this piece is 8 by 5. Okay, we wanted it a little bit smaller, you can see on here. And the stamp set we are using is the Flourishing Phrases. Love the stamp set primarily for all the greetings in it. And it has what I call inside words and outside words, and they just pair together really, really well. Thank you, a marriage card, sympathy, comfort and healing for whatever reason. Just nice, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. So what I want you to do is kind of imagine, okay, we're not going to stick this in yet, but we want to set it in there, okay, even borders here, so I know roughly where I want to stamp, because I want to make sure it is showing through our window. And we are using Berry Burst ink, and I just have the flower image, and we'll ink that up. And I knew my center is about right in here. I want to offset it a little bit. Doesn't have to be in a perfect spot. So we'll stamp that. Okay, we got Berry Burst cardstock and Berry Burst ink, so everything coordinates nice. And then we have Emerald, Emerald Envy, and this is going to be our leaves. Now I wanted to make sure I brought them down this way to fill up our square opening just a little bit more. So there is our flower, and let's see if it worked when this goes in there. Look at that, we have a nice flower peeking through the window. And then we'll just grab our basic black, and let's see, comfort and healing to you is the words we're going to put on the outside of our card. And for the inside, I have, is it praying that your heart, on and on. Okay, we'll stamp that on the inside. And let's make sure the inside looks pretty too. So we're gonna go ahead and put a flower on there. Oops. We'll add a green leaf, another green leaf, and there is our inside. So to put our card together, I'm going to just use some baker's twine. And I did stick just a little bit of adhesive right on here to make sure it doesn't slide around too much to me, but I wanted it kind of floppy in there. So we'll just put, and you can see just about an inch is all I have on there. And then I can stick it inside here. We'll go like so, okay? So it's just staying, oops, it slid on me, staying where I want it. And then I just took baker's twine and I wrapped it around. It comes around through the center and tied a bow on it. And there is our simple window card. The stamping was simple, the window card was simple. Goes with my motto of stamping made simple. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have layering squares or ovals or circles, you can do the exact same type of window card by mix and matching your scallops and your straight squares. So if you have any questions, make sure to let me know. I'm here to help you with all your Stampin' needs. And if you're looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be honored to be that person. Let me know if you need a catalog and I'd be happy to send you one. Otherwise, remember the link is in the description and it'll take you to my blog post with all of the information, dimensions, and all the products I used on this card. So I hope you enjoy this and you give it a try yourself. Have a stamp happy day.